Good morning. Welcome to build day 34. Yesterday I was off on the build count. I said it was build day 32 at the beginning of the vlog. I caught it in editing. It was build day 33 yesterday. So that would mean build day 34 today. I'm just getting out here, looking around me, and Kay got the truck parked. She's trying to catch up to me. Yesterday we got the the hammering clown and the chain haul done, and we actually got in here to the photo hall. And I went through and I got all my lights showed, or not showed, but installed, including the little control boards for all the light boxes, and there are a ton of them in here. Today we've got to get in and get all the lights and stuff wired. Now normally when I do my lights, and I don't do it with every display, but most of the displays, I'll start up at the front porch and I'll run the main power line from the power box out to wherever I'm wiring. That way, as I'm hooking lights up, you know, if I make a bad connection, the light won't come on. It gives me a chance. If I make a good connection, it's got power, the light comes on. With this display, with all the twists and everything, it's easier to do it the other way. I'm going to bring my spool of wire out, and we'll get started, and I'll just go through and I'll get everything hooked up, and then I'll run my power feed. Plug them in, and then I'm going to have to come back out here and double check all my lighting, everything. And nothing, anything that's not working, I'll have to mess with their connections again. So we're going to be working on that today. Want to get the photo hallway done if I can. I do also have one piece of household current to do over there. I forgot to hook up the security camera, so I'm going to have to get that done as well while I'm over there. So I have a 12 volt line for the lighting I've got to do from the power box out there. Then I'm going to need a second 12 volt line to go from the power box out to the display that has the Scalabra in it. That has a control board in that runs 12 volt power. And then I have a third one, a 5 volt line, which powers the book. So I'm going to end up having to run 3 power lines out there eventually. So it's going to take a while to do that display, but I'm hoping to get that display done today. Hoping. Breakfast of the day, an apple fritter. A large, plate-sized, warm, not cold, warm apple fritter. I like them when they're slightly warm. They're good cold too, but they're better when they're slightly warm. So there you go for donut of the day, going back to the old traditional way of doing it. So yeah, let's get this put down, let's get going. Okay, it's a little after 7, almost 7:30 actually. I just finished the photo hall. I was right, it took all day. But I'm going to start showing you is over in the chain hall. Sue Ann was out here while I was working on the photo hall doing her magic with cobwebbing. And I don't have Bart on, just the lighting. But I'm liking the look of it. And then she did this side too and cobwebbed it up. And the peepers aren't working because I don't have the AC on. Then over here, she went and did the bride and the groom, had some extra. So she brought it around on the walls. I think we're going to have that strewn throughout the haunt as people bump into it. But there is, that's just going up from the fence, basically. There's nothing on the bride and groom, so they'll be moving back and forth in there. Ought to be interesting. But anyway, what I've been working on, over here, all the lights have been aimed and are working. And like I said, it took all goddamn day.
Read any good books lately? I'm the book that reads you. Come closer, and I will reveal the evil that hides in your soul.
Now I still need to get the fogger in, and I'm going to mount the sensor to the fence. Right now it's just sitting on the ground, and it's kind of hilly through here, so you're almost up on top of it when it triggers. So what I want to do is I want to mount it on the fence. That way when they come around the corner, it triggers. And the fogger, when I put it in, the fog will come out the mouths of the skulls.
I have just the spell for you.
Now, Joanne and I have been talking. We're going to do some, I'm triggering it. We're going to do some vinage on this fence because I've got to be able to get into the fogger to put fog fluid in it every day. But over here, on this display, she's going to cobweb the heck out of the arborvitae. And probably the fence too. And I can't put the fence panel in until she gets the bush cobwebbed. Then I can put the fence in. And she'll finish that off. But that's for another day. And then they go in through a curtain right here. Here, turn my head beam on, into the water room. Effectively, other than putting that one fence panel in, this is my next display. So, tomorrow, we are going to tackle the water room. That includes putting the liners in, which means I can put the water wall and all its pieces together, get the pumps in, and I've got lighting to do there, and on the same thing on the other side, up there and there. That's where those clamshells down there attach. I've got 2 flickering green lights in each one of those, so there's 8 lights in there. And then we put the clamshells on, and it makes it look like there's stuff moving around inside the clamshells. I've got that to do as well. And then over here with Burnt Guy, I've got to put a white flood in with this guy here, and it makes all the scars and stuff glow. And then we're going to probably put some green floods in both of these white barrels as well. So I've got that to do. Fred and his enclosure, they get it with the UV, the black lights up there. So I've got a control board to put in here as well for the 2 water blasters. One that guy holds, and that guy over there holds the other one. So we've got to get them into place and get that installed, as well as the liners. And in order to do the liners, whichever pond I do, I've got to take the fencing down, take all the props out, put the liner in, put the props back in, put the fencing back up, and then move on to the next one and just repeat. I think more than likely we'll start with the dragons and the mermaid, and we'll get them out there, get the fences down, get the pond liner in and get her put back together, get the pump and all that together in there so the fountains and stuff work, and she'll be good to go. Over here, I've got to take the fence panel down, get all the stuff out, put the liner in, get the lights on the pumping station up, get the clamshells back up, and then get the pump in here. And I think I'm probably going to leave Morgan's fountain off for the time being, because we've got 4 different water pumps in here, 1 for each pond. And, oh, hold it, 4? Yeah, 4. Dragons take 1 pump, Morgan's fountain takes 1, the Leering skeleton takes 1, and the water wall gets 1. All their cords dump out underneath the pumping station. So I'll leave Morgan's fountain off and we'll put that up last of all. That way I can get in there, get things plugged in, and I don't know. We'll work on it, but we'll start with probably that one, and then this one, and then save this for the last one because I have to deal with the water wall. That's got to be assembled, and that's an hour or 2 project, trying to get that damn thing put together and working. So we're going to have some fun in here. But we're going to do that tomorrow. I don't want to start it in the middle of the night. It's just getting too late. I just get the liners out here and probably get the stuff out of the dragon pond. And then I'd be calling it quits. It'd be too late. Just, man, I am very tired. Don't know why. Turn that off. Supposed to turn it off, not turn it back on. But get in here where there's some light, you can semi-see me. I'm done for the day, guys. I'm going to have Sue Ann come out and take a look at this, see what she says, see if she wants any adjustments. Then I'll get Kaylee out here. We'll go park the truck. And I'll be in the house before 8:30, which means I could probably be in bed before 10. And I do like that idea. So stay tuned, guys, for your end of the day wrap up. Pie of the day. Chocolate fudge with whipped cream. Welcome to your end of the day wrap up. That little, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, there's a wagon sitting there. We've been using that for hauling the straw out here. Kaylee went and brought one of her toys out. I threw it for her and it landed in there. She went to get out and got a mouthful of straw along with it. She didn't like the straw all that much. Now there she is. She got it all cleaned off. Anyway, end of the day wrap up. And like I thought, it took all goddamn day to do that photo haul. You wouldn't think it'd be that bad with all the lighting and having to run the wiring, and it just, yeah. And I'm exhausted. I am just feeling burnt out. As I said in the last clip, tomorrow we start on the water room. That can be a 2-day job or a 1.5-day job. Depends on how easy everything goes together. Doing the liners really slows it down because you've got to take everything out of the ponds and everything to get the liners in and then put everything back in. And this time when I put it all back in, it permanently gets set up, and I've got to get the pumps in and get the pumps wired. Yeah. And then there's lighting and a control board and some pneumatics in there. It's going to be interesting. So that's on the docket for tomorrow. Kaylee's come out. She's running around with her Buddha, and she's ready to go in the house. So am I. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.